Okay, so this is kind of a fun one. A new model came out the other day, uh, updated yesterday, called DolphinCoder, and you can see there's a 15 billion parameter uncensored variant that excels at coding based on star coder 2. And so if you remember the other demo that I showed, we had a bunch of agents working together, Everett being the coder, Chad being the designer, and a user proxy who can test code, um, all to try to create different employee workflows. And so I decided to bring the Dolphin Coder 15B into the model workflow and assign it to Everett. And this gets kind of fun. Check this out. So I asked it to write a Python script to plot 1 year of Cisco stock prices and save it to disk as a PNG file for Cisco, or named cisco.png. Look at the result. So it did it, but what are these other lines I didn't ask for? It turns out they have 20 and 50-day moving averages. So if you go in and you see it starts with Chad, the designer, saying, hey, let's make it pretty and do it this way, blue, green, red, right? It did that. Here's all the stuff. And then Everett comes in and says, okay, I'm going to write you a Python script. It's going to do what you've just asked, blue, green, right? Um, and also, you're going to need the Yahoo Finance library if it's not already installed. And so the user proxy then comes in and says, you're all good. Everything succeeded. You've got all of those packages. And so then it says the output requirements for fetch profile function have been satisfied. You can call URL parameters like this. Here's some examples. So user proxy said, well, wait a minute, that didn't work. And then he says, oh, I'm sorry, you're correct. The fetch profile is not defined. So let's define it. Everett then goes back and forth a little. Beautiful soup for a web scraper. Blah, blah. Execution succeeds. And we end up here. And so again, if I go back, look, Everett, Dolphin Coder, decided to calculate moving averages without being told, which is wild because the output has more data and it's more granular than what I asked it for, which is awesome.